There we go. Okay, so we're so grateful all you guys are here today. We want to let you know that we are going to record this so that if you have somebody that is trying to get on, can't get on, needs to watch it later, we will get that recording out to you, and that way you can share it with other great new ambassadors. To start out with, I'm Rachel, and I have Amy with me on today. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a mom of 7 and I live in Utah. I'm 45 and I have been on Plexus Products for a little over 4 years now. And to give you a little bit about my backstory, I honestly have forgotten a lot of things I used to suffer with because I'm like everybody else, and once you start to feel so good, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I used to have that. Oh yeah, I forgot I used to have that. But just a little bit of my story is I'm somebody that my whole entire age, from the young age of like 4 and 5, struggled with severe seasonal allergies. Like I stayed inside all summer, my eyes swelled up, I never could breathe, I couldn't sleep at night. If I mowed a lawn, I was in bed for a week. I was allergic to everything else out, like grass, trees, everything in nature, and all animals that shed. So living in a little small town on 100 acres of farmland was very difficult. I was always miserable. I learned to never wear makeup because I rubbed my makeup off all the time. And I had to have shots like twice a week in each arm with my allergies. I lived on EpiPens, allergy shots, nose inhalers, eye drops, you know, Claritin, Allegra, prescription, everything, just to survive. It never took my allergies away. It never made me feel great, but it made me be able to just breathe enough to survive. So I struggled with all these allergies. And then in my teenage years, I struggled with some depression. And I'm one of those people that like, I hid it because like I had a good life. I have good parents. I'm sure as a teenager, I fought with them a lot because of my depression. And then later on in life, I still struggled with this depression, and I had just this dark cloud that just followed me. And I'm like people are going to think I'm crazy because I have this dark cloud and I'm never in a good mood, yet my life's good. My marriage is good. My kids are great. But like, I could never just shake this dark cloud. And then over the years, I got chronic fatigue. I like had the headaches, the migraines, the constipation, the light sensitivity, like all these little things that just kept piling on and piling on, and over the years got worse and worse. And then as an adult, I had to start allergy shots again. And then they put me on asthma medicine because I had this cough year round that would never go away. And they're like, oh, it's an asthma cough caused by your allergies that have come back, you know? So I just had all these things. But as a mom, like you excuse everything away, right? It's like, I just had a baby, I'm working, I'm going to school full time, I'm taking care of my kids, we're homeschooling, we're not homeschooling, like we're working, like everything you do as a mom, you excuse like, that's why I didn't sleep good, that's why I'm tired, like that's why I don't have energy. I would get up early, exercise, and then be exhausted during the day. And I'm like, wait, you're supposed to like exercise, eat right, and feel better and have more energy, yet it would just tank me. And so I called it like zombieing through life. Like I was one of those moms that you got up, you did everything you were supposed to do just to get through the day. And then I dreaded going to sleep because I knew I would not sleep good. I'd lay awake for hours if something woke me up, and then that alarm clock would go off and you'd have to get up and do it all over again. And I just was not enjoying life. I was just making it through. I was surviving. So I was not thriving, I was just surviving. And I was just like, I need to accept this. This is my life. Like, these are the trials I have. I was slowly gaining weight. I'm like, this is just my body shape. Like that's part of life, and I have to accept this. But I always search for answers. Like my whole life, I've gone to naturopaths, chiropractors, and my mom, great mom, did so much research and took me to all these people growing up to try to help me through all these allergies. And it used to be you went to the chiropractor and then you went out the back door, down the alley to the person out back that like had the secret alternate health, because it wasn't common back then. So I'd go to this homeopathic person. She'd make me tinctures just for my body. In college, all my research papers were on homeopathic treatments, natural treatments, all these things. So I felt like I knew a lot. Like I've always been into energy worker, muscle testing my body, yet I could still never solve this problem of my health. And fast forward just 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, and I saw my friend posting about Plexus. And honestly, I'm like, I've tried everything else. So this is one more thing I can say I tried. And then when it doesn't work, I can check it off the list of like, I keep searching and I keep trying. And I honestly bought them thinking it would help me lose a few pounds. And that if I lost some weight, then magically all my problems would go away, because if you lose weight, then magically you're not depressed anymore, or magically like you feel good and magically you have energy. And, you know, and I just always was like, oh, the weight's the issue, you know? So I ordered these products and it took a couple days and I started sleeping through the night. I started when I got up, I was actually rested. Like sometimes we get up, but our body still wants to sleep. We want to hit that snooze. We want to hit that alarm. We don't, you know, I was the 5 more minute mom, like 5 more minutes, give me 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, you know? So like I started sleeping. I started waking up before my alarm clock. I started like waking up and going, what do morning people do? I've never been a morning person. And now I'm waking up and I can't go back to sleep because my body is rested and I had energy and I wasn't craving sugar all the time. And I was like, maybe I should like learn a little bit more about these products because they're making me feel good. And weight was something that came a little bit down the road, but the way they made me feel like I got my life back. And I loved my life again. I loved being a mom. And so that's why I was like, oh my gosh, I got to learn more about these products. And that's when I learned about the gut connection and how all these things I had learned about my whole life all connected back to the gut. And it's one of those like aha moments that you're like, why didn't I know this before? Like I've been on candida cleanses, sugar cleanses, allergies, like all this stuff my whole life. And I never knew that like gut health was the missing piece to the puzzle that like tied it all together. So that's why like we shout from the rooftops and we're all so excited about all these products and we want to help everybody because we know how good they've made us feel and we know how good they can make you feel. And whether or not we're the person that signed you up, we don't care. We're all this big happy Plexus family and we want to like share it with everybody. So we're going to go through some of the products today. We're going to go through some of the expectations today. My intro was a little long, but Amy's going to give you her intro first and then talk about some products. I'll talk about some expectations. We'll go over some things. If we miss something that you have a question of, go back to the person that like sent you here. Go back to the person that shared with products with you, because we're going to cover a little bit and give you like this general overview, but you might have some individual questions or some individual situations. And so we're a big team. Like we're here to help you and the person that signed you up is here to help you. And if for some reason they're not available, you can reach out to us. Like we're all here to help each other. So I'm going to turn the time over to Amy now.
Hey everybody, I am so excited to be here and to share and to help. Like Rachel said, we just want everybody to know about this and everybody to feel better like we do. So just a quick, my quick story. So I started the products about 2 years ago. A friend was posting about this pink drink that was helping her have energy through the day and sleep at night. And honestly, she talked about a whole bunch of stuff it was helping her with. But those are the only things I noticed or remembered, because at this time in my life, I was exhausted, like bone weary, cry when my alarm goes off in the morning, hit snooze 500 times, run out the door without my hair and makeup done because, you know, I just had to have that extra 5 minutes of sleep. And I'm like Rachel, I thought, oh my gosh, this is just a part of getting older. This is just a part of being a mom. This is just a part of having a lot of stress in my life. I just have to get used to it. I just have to live this way. But honestly, I was desperate. I didn't know how I was going to continue living that way, in that state of exhaustion and brain fog and trying to keep up. And, you know, it's just like you're drowning and you're barely holding your nose out of the water and you just need help. You just need a rescue. So when I saw that post, it was kind of like, well, you know, it's worth a try. And I thought for sure with the 60-day money back guarantee, you know, I was going to try it. I was going to get my money back, you know, no risk, whatever, we'll just try it. And within the first couple of weeks, those two things I was desperate about, just to be able to sleep and just to have energy to get through the day. I just wanted to stay awake during the day and sleep at night. That's all I wanted. It happened. It happened. Like Rachel said, I started waking up before my alarm went off. I was like, what in the world is happening? I felt more energy. I was happier. And this didn't happen immediately, but it was fairly immediately. Everything's relative. It was within the first month, I completely stopped craving my Coke. My soda habit of 20 years that I had tried to quit, I don't know how many times, accidentally just stopped. Like one day I realized at the end of the workday that my 44-ounce Coke was still sitting on my desk. And I was like, what in the world is happening? And I dumped it down the sink and went home. So those were the first big things that changed for me, was sleep, energy, cravings. I started craving water like you wouldn't believe, and fruits and vegetables. And then I really started diving down the rabbit hole of research because I wanted to know why that was happening. And I could honestly talk about that all day, but I won't. I'm really excited that you guys are getting started and that you're here. And I wish I could just get in touch with each one of you and be a part of your health journey and see what changes happen for you, because it's so exciting. That's why we shout this from the rooftops. I'm going to do a quick product overview, and I could talk about each one of these products all day as well, but I'm just going to give you like the quick business here. So I'm going to start with the Triplex because that's what most of you have probably started with. That's what I started with. These are our foundational products. Slim, okay? This is our magical pink drink that we all scream about and post about. This is blood sugar balance, which is the ultimate energy drink. When your blood sugar is balanced, you're able to utilize, you know, like I said, I could talk about the research all day long, but I'm not going to. Ultimate energy drink. Also, it balances your hormones because your insulin is your master hormone. So when your blood sugar is balanced, all of the other hormones mimic insulin and everything balances. So this is the ultimate balance. So blood sugar balance, hormone balance, reduced inflammation, and prebiotics for your gut. Okay, this is our ProBio 5, our main probiotic. There are a lot of good probiotics out on the market, you guys. This is the only one that kills Candida. So I just call it the Candida killer. It puts good stuff in your gut, but it also gets rid of the bad stuff, mainly Candida. This is BioCleanse. So these two, I like to explain these with the analogy of cleaning your toilet. Crazy, right? So you go in and you scrub all the junk out of your toilet, but you don't just let it sit there, right? You flush it down. You clean it out and flush it down. So this goes in and scrubs your gut, gets rid of all the bad junky stuff that you don't want in there. And this comes in and flushes it out, flushes it down. So these three products, this is your foundation right here, foundation of gut health. We have another probiotic. This one has a lot more probiotics and focuses on mood and a million other things. This one has really helped me with my anxiety and depression. So I have been on medication for that since after my fourth baby, when I had extreme postpartum. 4 months into my Plexus journey, I was able to wean off all of that with my doctor's help. And this was a big part of that. So these probiotics are amazing. Ease. This helps with inflammation and pain. I can't live without this one. So a lot of us, our genetics are predisposed to inflammation, to having inflammatory responses to things. With gut health, that improves, but this also helps a ton. Like I said, I could talk about this one all day, but I'm not going to. If you struggle with inflammation, joint pain, headaches, all the things, that's one of the things that really blew my mind that went away for me too, was migraines. That is another thing I had learned to live with. 2, sometimes 3 migraines a month that I had to survive. And those, I didn't know those were going to go away, and they did. I've had like 2 migraines total in the last 2 years, which is a huge blessing, you guys. It's amazing. Okay, this is another one of my favorites. This is our fully methylated multivitamin. If you've never heard of fully methylated, go look that up. But basically it just means this is bioavailable for your body. You can absorb it, you can utilize it. It has all the things you need. It also has aloe in it that helps with extra absorption. I like to take this with my Slim because the aloe in it helps absorb all the things. I mix some other things in my Slim too that we'll talk about here in a second. Mega X, this is just omegas, all the goodness. It's plant-based, no fishy taste, no fishy smell. This is good stuff. Okay, so what else do I mix in my Slim? I don't have a bag of this goodness right now. This is our active. This is the best way to describe it is a natural energy vitamin drink. There are so many good things in this. It gives you an extra boost of energy. It's great for working out, pre-workout, post-workout, muscle endurance, muscle recovery, focus, mood. This stuff is awesome. The reason I don't have a bag of it right now is because I almost have to hide it from my family. It goes fast. So I mix this with my Slim, and also I put my collagen in my Slim. If you don't know a lot about collagen, go do a Google of that as well. Collagen is good for hair, skin, nails, joints. It helps with cellulite. It helps with, I don't know, we could do a whole big list. So I put this in my Slim, my active in my Slim, and I take my vitamins with that. MetaBurn, this is our fat burner, metabolism booster, mood booster. I love this one. I call this my happy pill. This is another one that helped me get off my anxiety and depression medication. Love this stuff. Balance. This is kind of like a miracle in a bottle to me. When I first heard what this does, I was like, no, not possible, right? Yes, possible. This blocks up to 48% of carbs and sugars from being absorbed by your body. So it also offers extra blood sugar balance along with your Slim. That's why it's called Balance. So this is a carbon sugar blocker, blood sugar balancer. You take it 20 minutes before meals, especially like, heavy carb sugar meals, or say you have a birthday party and you really want cake and ice cream. A lot of us are to the point where we really don't even want cake and ice cream anymore, maybe one bite. Our body knows we don't need it. When your gut is balanced, you crave healthy things and your body knows what it needs. Okay, what have I missed? Lean, meal replacement shakes, okay? These are not just protein shakes. It's a full meal replacement with all the vitamins and minerals and goodness. So we love these at our house too. They're just convenient. A lot of times in the morning before school when everybody's running like crazy and I wanna make sure everybody starts the day out with good nutrition, we just all have lean shakes as we're running out the door. When I was working, I had them for lunch as well because as a teacher, I had like a 20-minute lunch break with students coming into my classroom and asking questions. You don't have time to eat. So this is a great go-to. These I also love, okay? These are our day and night skin serums. Such a simple system, and you will notice results immediately in your skin. It's amazing stuff. So I think that's about it, Rachel. Did you want me to cover anything else, or do you want to fill in the gaps of anything that I missed? I'll let you take it from here.
I think that's great. I think it's important to know you don't have to start out with everything, and that the person who sent you here can help you pick and choose what's best to start out with. And even if you bought like the big $1.99 welcome pack and you got a whole bunch of stuff, you might just start with that Triplex, go a few days, maybe go a week, and then you'd add in like your MetaBurn, go a few days, go a few weeks, maybe you add in your Vital Biome. And so, so that's why we have so many great things that you can custom it to what you need in your body right now. And then if you're like us, you slowly add little bits here and there because you're like, oh my gosh, if that was so good, then this is going to be even better. And we slowly add things in. And so she covered so many great things, and you can go, oh, I want to start out with the Triplex, the Lean, and ooh, maybe the Joyome, and try that. And then maybe later on add in the Balance or the, X-Factor, whatever it is. Like, talk to the person. And that's the most important thing, is communication. Because when you start these products, It is a whole lot of good nutrients, but your body sometimes is like, whoa, what do I do with all these good nutrients? So the person, the ambassador that's working with you, they're going to help you get started on the right. You can get them and you'll take, and if you read the instructions on the back, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to take this and this and this and this. No, like talk to the ambassador and they will help get you started, because a lot of times like the ProBio 5, it's the Candida killer. We start with 1, maybe you go a week, then you go to 2, maybe you go a week, then you go to 3, you know, like you're not just going to just take 4 from day 1, because you want to ease your body into it and start killing that Candida and allow your body to detox the toxins as you increase the ProBio 5. So it's really important to know these products are all crushed plants, nutrients, vitamins, minerals, all good things from the earth. They're not synthetic. They don't have any of the extra stuff in them. So some people will take these products and then like 2 to 6 weeks in, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I was feeling so great for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden, like my headaches came back, or all of a sudden my sugar cravings came back. These products don't work. I'm quitting them. Like they worked for a little while and now they don't work anymore. And so what's important to know is that actually your body's going through what it's called is like die-off, detox. Some people use some different words, but basically what it's doing is it's killing that Candida. That Candida has to flush out your system, which is why that bio cleanse is so important. But what happens is sometimes you can go through, they call it die-off or detox, when your body's trying to detox more than your body can handle. So you have these reactions, and it's not reactions from the products. Remember, these are crushed plants. They don't cause headaches. They don't cause heartburn. But the toxins trying to come out of your body can cause some of these symptoms. Now, there is like a list of them that you can get from your ambassador, but basically only 30% of people go through die-off. Most people take these products, feel great, and don't go through anything. But if you do go through die-off, you have to poop, pee, and sweat out toxins. So we talk about poop a lot because your poop will tell your ambassador how your body's flushing things out. Are you going to the bathroom? Are you pooping at least once or twice a day? Is it hard? Is it soft? Like poop should not have this big soft shape. It should be soft. It should come out of your body. We don't want water coming out, but we want it to be soft and coming out. So we're going to ask you about your poop. We're going to ask you how many times you poop, because that's going to tell us, oh, if you're constipated, maybe we need to help you up your bio cleanse so that you're detoxing those toxins. Because if you're backed up and those toxins can't get out, then you might have some of these die-off symptoms. Usually people will have some symptoms, and this is from our personal experience. We're not here to like diagnose, treat, or anything, but usually it's what we struggled with before. So like if you struggled with headaches or you struggled with sugar cravings, then could be 2 to 6 weeks later, like all of a sudden you're getting them again and you're like, I don't understand. It's because you're going through die-off, and nobody wants die-off for anybody else. But if you have it, it's actually a good thing, because it's telling you these products are working. These products are doing what they're supposed to do inside you. They're killing that Candida. They're breaking down those toxins, and they're trying to flush them out of your body. Okay, so there are several things you can do to help through this process. One, communicate with your ambassador. Don't go black on them. Don't be like, these products don't work. I'm not going to message her. I don't want her bothering me. Like, we're here to help you. We want to help you through it so that you can achieve the goals you're looking for. Okay. Water is so important. Water's important whether or not you take supplements anyway. It's just a fact of life. You have to hydrate your body. A good rule of thumb, take your weight, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces minimum you should be drinking a day. So if you're a 100-pound person, 50 ounces of water. If you're a 200-pound person, 100 ounces of water. Okay. If you're somebody that's like, I totally am hydrated, and you know, you carry around a water bottle all day, but you never empty it, you're not getting the water in. So have a goal. Be like, okay, I only drink 8 ounces of water. Well, then just don't start with 100 tomorrow. Like work your way up to like, okay, today I'm going to try 10. Tomorrow I'm going to try 12. Tomorrow I'm going to try 14, and slowly work yourself up so that after a couple weeks, then you're at the amount of water you need, because your body does have to adjust to it. Your body needs to flush it out. In the beginning, you might go to the bathroom and pee a lot more, okay? Another thing to notice is when you're hydrating your body and you're not used to drinking that much water, your cells will absorb more water and expand. So you may get some bloating. You may even get a little bit of weight gain. In the beginning, when your body's absorbing all this water, it doesn't mean you gained fat. But you stand on the scale and you'll be like, oh my gosh, these products are making me gain weight. I got to stop them. No, your body's getting used to all those nutrients. Your body's getting used to the water. So it might hold on to a little bit of water weight just temporarily. This is, some people it's a couple days, some people it's a couple weeks, and then it flushes it because now it's used to the nutrients. It's used to, it's like, oh, I'm getting water every day. I don't need to hold on to this extra weight. So it'll slowly go off. So do not freak out if your body takes a little bit to adjust. Sometimes we have to work with you and maybe adjust your BioCleanse and your ProBio 5 a couple of times to find what's right for your body. Everybody's different. Everybody has different things going on inside. And we might come to our ambassador and be like, hey, this is my list of things. I want to work on my weight. I want to work on this. I want my sleep, da, 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 da. It's important to also know Plexus and your body has a different agenda. All the same things are on the list over here, but your body is going to prioritize what it wants to work on first. So some people are like, oh my gosh, I started sleeping through the night. Other people are like, my sugar cravings went down immediately. Other people are like, oh, I dropped weight. And other people are like, wait, weight came a little bit later for me. Like, it's important to know your body knows where it needs the nutrients first. And if you have a gut that's really out of whack, your body might spend a couple months healing that gut before it works on some of the other things. So no, this is not a overnight magic pill. Overnight, you're not going to lose 30 pounds if you have 300 extra pounds on you. Like, you know, like think of how many years it took you to get to a point where you're desperate enough to go, I will try anything, and know that it's going to take some time to heal that body. So if you have drastic weight loss, drastic changes, huge amounts of energy from caffeine or things like that, those are not long-term. So this is something that's going to heal your body and have long-term, sustainable, long-lasting goals. So if you lose weight, it's going to be a little bit slower, but it's going to be long-lasting. How many times have you guys dieted? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm starting this new whatever it is, whether it's a calorie or exercise, whatever, and you lose that weight, and then you go back to normal, and then like two months later, you're like, and it all came back. Like, this is not that way. It's not this drastic lose it and then drastic come back, and then you're in that yo-yo thing that half of us did all of our life. You know, it's something that's going to be long-term. You're not only going to feel good, look good, like you'll notice things like your clothes might be a little looser, and maybe the scale's the same for a bit, but your body's shrinking. That inflammation Amy talked about, the inflammation is decreasing in your body. Like I always talked about, I got my face back because I had gotten to the point that it was like all puffy, and I was like, I can't even see my eyes because I have so much inflammation in my face. And I'm like, my eyes came back. Like the puffiness left out of my face, and I feel like I got my face back. So things like that, like my body shrunk and looked like I had lost 20 pounds and I had only lost 5. But like the amount of like volume in my body shrunk, you know? So know that everybody's journey is different. We're here to walk with you on this journey. Okay, we talked about water. We talked about some bowel movement. Oh, moving your body, okay? Poop, pee, sweat, okay? Sweat, you gotta get your body moving. If you're somebody that sits a lot for work, go for a walk. We're not talking you gotta go join the Ninja Warrior Course gym and be like active all day long, but you need to move your body. So take where you're at and just up it a little bit. If you haven't been moving your body, take a 20-minute walk after dinner. If you have, then up it to a 20-minute jog. You know, decide what you love to do. Do I like to swim? Do I like to ride bikes? Do I like to, you know, and do what you enjoy and get your body moving again, okay? I had a lady that couldn't even walk. And for her, it was like, I went to the mailbox and back. I went to the mailbox back. Ooh, I went to the end of the street and back. You know, if you're somebody that's like, oh, I've been exercising my whole life and I'm exhausted. Okay. Now you're going to have the energy to sustain that. Me and my husband woke up this morning and we're like, let's go for a jog. And we ended up doing 10 miles. I would have never done that before because I would have, after 3, been so tired that I'm like, I'll do the rest later. And he's never been a runner. He's always gone out and come back and run for soccer. And like, now we're to a point that our body's healthy enough that we enjoy it. And we're like, we do it because we love our bodies, not because we have to do it because we have to do it, you know? So you get to a point where you start because you need to, and then you continue doing it because you love it and you love that your body feels good. Okay. We talked about detoxing. Okay. Expectations. Know this is going to take time. Know that we're here to be on this journey with you. If you need more education about anything, ask us. We have a lot available. I had so many people ask about gut health. I went and wrote a book on gut health because I'm like, oh, then I have a book. So reach out if you need more help on gut health. If you're like, what's this balance? Or I haven't heard about this Joyome. Like, we have all this information available to you and we want to help share it with you. If you're like agreeing and you're like, I want all the detailed ingredients and what they do, we have that for you too. So know that this is a journey. Know that it's not an overnight things, but you will notice things overnight, but that the long-term effects of everything are going to be long-lasting because you've healed your body from the inside out. Know that eventually you might feel good and you might want to share this with others. We can help you with that too. Know that if you take this and feel good, you might still be okay keeping it a secret. We're fine with that as well. We're here to help you achieve the goals you want to achieve and have realistic expectations. So maybe you're somebody that gain a few pounds and then you lose it later, or you start sleeping good, but maybe the mood issues come a little bit later, and maybe you add in that vital biome later, and then you get to a point where you're like, oh, now I've got the ideal combination. Okay, so we're here to like answer all those questions. We're here to help you, give you the information, provide you with what you need so that you can feel good again. Okay, I think I covered most of it. Amy, is there anything I've forgotten that you want to add to?
No, you did a fantastic job.
We might have gone a few minutes. Oh, we went like 3 minutes over. We try to keep it to 30 minutes. Okay, we want you to know you can share this with anybody. If you have people that you're like, oh, I have this friend that's been on Plexus for a while now, she doesn't know anything about, forward it on to her. Like, share this with other people, share this with people on your team, share with other people that you share the products with, because this is information that we want you guys to have. And that's why we record them, so that you can come back and watch them again and share them and things like that. And yeah, know that if you have any other questions, you can reach out. I don't even know if I told you my name. My name's Rachel Miner. Can't remember. I started talking about myself in the beginning. We have Amy Lamborn here. And so we're both here, and we try to do these quite often. So we have other members of our team that will do them again. So if you miss one, let us know and we'll let you know when the next one is. Okay, if that is it, and Amy, you don't have anything else, then we'll say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for everybody that came. Thanks for everyone who's watching it on a recording later. And we love your guts. That's right, we just love your guts. So everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.